YouTube, what is going on, spiritual disciplines to live by. And this first discipline that I'm going to be discussing in this series is meditation and quietude. So a lot of people think meditation is, you're sitting down in a lotus position, practicing a typical, some might call it the 666 mudra, but meditation doesn't have to be that. Meditation doesn't have to be something that's new age. Meditation is in fact not new age, and all meditation is sitting down and doing nothing. That's all it is. Don't think you have to listen to some guided meditation and you have to sit down in a certain position. All it is sitting down and doing nothing and focusing on your breathing. Because we're so used to stimulation, meditation is needed now more than ever. You'll be surprised. I'm seeing a lot with this, a lot of this with Generation Z and Generation Alpha, is that they have to be doing something. They can't sit down and do nothing. They have to be pressing phone. And they're so used to a dopamine overload. They're pressing their phone, they're listening to music, and then they're eating food and doing all of these things that lead to a dopamine overload at the same time. So all meditation is literally just sitting down and doing nothing. Don't look at your phone, remove all distractions, just sit. You don't have to practice any mudras or do anything with your hands. You don't have to sit down on the floor. You can lie down and meditate. It's essentially just giving your brain and your mind rest from focusing on these things. And I find that if you consistently do meditation, or you can call it sitting down and doing nothing. If somebody asks what you're doing, just say I'm doing nothing. I'm just sitting. You don't have to be doing something all the time. Leads to numerous benefits. For me, I would say I don't really get stressed. You meditate a long time. You remove all stresses from life, and you can get through a lot of things. And a lot of the time, you'll find it difficult to sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and do nothing. But you just have to practice. You start with 5 minutes. Nowadays, I meditate for 30 minutes to an hour a day. And I find that I used to use a journaling practice, which was actually going to be included in this series, but I'm not going to include it because if you meditate for an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, your mind's going to be clear. There's not going to be much you want to write about. So in the book that I've written, I should say, which a lot of these topics come from the book I've written, it's because I was journaling every day, and now I'm bringing to you that information. But now it got to a stage where I realized I was writing half a page. There was nothing on my mind. I knew what I needed to do for that day. There was nothing there, because in meditation you sort of process all your thoughts. Eventually there's going to be so much things going through your mind, but eventually if you meditate consistently, those things are going to reduce. And if you increase the power of your meditation, as in the time you're spending, it becomes less. So ideally I'd like to be meditating an hour a day, but right now I'm just doing 30 minutes because I have this pretty solid morning routine. So solid morning routine. Some of the benefits with meditation as well, you can improve your dream recall when you do this long enough, especially if you do it before bed. Doing it before bed, doing it early in the morning, you can remember the dream that you think you've forgotten, because we all dream every night, but we don't remember our dreams. So meditation and just being in quietude, not filling your mind with music. I used to wake up and boom, straight headphones on, and then I'm training with music. That affects your subconscious, that affects your dream recall ability, and dream recall is extremely important to me. So yeah, meditation has numerous benefits. It helps you be more calm and exude a more calm, controlled energy. There's so many benefits. I'm just really thinking. Yeah, it definitely helps me feel more calm and controlled in all situations. And then you can then go out into the world and show that calm to the world, and share that calm with others naturally. You don't have to discuss it. Meditation. Yeah, meditation, I would say, is most difficult in the start of the day, when the day's already started. It's day's already started, now I have to sit down and calm down, because I used to do 15 minutes in the morning, afternoon and night. Afternoon meditation was always the most difficult. Morning is definitely, you get the most benefits out of meditation in the early hours of the morning. I sit down on the chair a lot. I do sit on the floor in the lotus position style sometimes. I do practice mudras from time to time, but it's absolutely not necessary. Today I finished my meditation, my hands were just on here or facing upwards, because the way I see it, if your hands are facing upwards, you're receiving energy. So when I'm in the sun a lot, it's kind of I'm like this, you're receiving everything, but this is for guarding and protecting your energy. So if you're open to receiving new energies and you want new energies and new ideas, I would say, open body language like this. And if you just want to guard all your power, once you've cultivated a lot of energy and power, I would say then to kind of use more closed mudras. Don't use open mudras like this. All of these are open, so if you have power, you're just opening it up and giving it away. That's a thought. So meditation, I don't really do mantras anymore. I've tried the OMs. Me personally, I don't use any music or guided meditation. When I first started, I used guided meditations and things like that. I used to listen to like sounds and things like 430 frequency sounds, 432 hertz or whatnot. But now, like the best way to meditate is in absolute pure silence. And of course, you're going to be exposed. You probably heard the cow in the background, chickens. Like, I'm in a tropical environment. I'm in a very natural environment. The best way to meditate. I heard a Rastaman say, the man who can meditate on a mountain in absolute quietude is a great man indeed. Lakini, but the man who can meditate in a market is even greater still. So you have to understand that in the modern world, like we're not on a mountain. It's easy to be silent in quietude on a mountain, but we're in a modern world. So it's more impressive for you to be in the hustle and bustle of anything. Just imagine things coming out from you from all different directions, and you're just like in tranquility. You stoic. Nothing can move you, and that's definitely what helps you. I would certainly say it helps with not reacting to certain situations. If you have a very emotional partner, it's going to help you remain more firm and stoic. I would say meditation is suitable. It's definitely a more masculine practice because it's about stillness, being a rock. Of course, it benefits women, but I do find that a lot of women have more difficulty because it's a discipline. Have more difficulty doing it, but it's certainly suitable for both genders. That's my thoughts on meditation.